Hey everyone, welcome back to LPD TV. I'm Lyle, your host, and I want to say thanks for tuning in. And I'm back again this week with another car back here behind me, and a gentleman by the name of Steven. And I'll introduce Steven in a second. We'll give you a little bit of his car story here and learn about it. It's a 1968 Ford Mustang California Special, incredibly beautiful. And before I do that, I just want to quickly point out some of the places I like to shop and give them a little bit of a shout out. First of all, Lens R Us. That's where I like to go to get my glasses. These ones are Maui Gems, but they have a whole host of different brand names that they carry, and they are not just sunglasses. They do all kinds of eye care. They're specialists with that, and they've got a great range of products. Please go in and check them out. I'll put a link down below in the description of my video that you can learn about them if you click that. And there's another place I like to shop for my shirts. It's called Sasso Moto, and they specialize in Italian and European styled clothing. You can check them out. I will as well put a link down in my description below, and they're great, man. They'll suit you up with some proper clothes to get you looking amazing. And with all that being said, now I'm going to turn around the camera. We'll find Steven here. Okay. Hi, Steven.
Hello.
How are you, man? I just wanted to say thanks, first of all, to you. I met you a week or two ago, and we talked briefly about your car. This thing's amazing. But I invited you to come onto my show. I'm trying to do something with my YouTube channel. And I said, would you be interested in letting me interview you? And you said, yeah, sure, that could be fun. So thank you very much for accepting that invitation. And I want to learn about this car, so give me the spiel. What can you tell me about this thing?
I'll just say, first of all, I think it's great you're doing this. All these old cars have stories, so nice to hear them.
Thank you, thanks.
Yeah. So this was my mom's car. She bought it in '72, and then I bought it from her when I turned 15, and I've driven it ever since. It's been in storage, and just had it restored a few years ago, and now just driving it around and meeting people like you.
Wow.
Who give me props on the street.
You know what? I'm honored even just to take a look and have this thing on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to do a bit of a walk around. Is that okay? And we'll kind of...
This is a California Special, 68. So this was a marketing promo for Southern California Mustang dealers back in 68.
Okay.
And, they put the this rear bit here, and the deck lid and all that stuff is all looks like a Shelby. It's supposed to look like a Shelby. It's got these fake side scoops over here. These are not functional, but this is all part of the California Special package and the striping kit. And so it's basically just a regular sedan Mustang with kind of dressed up to look like a Shelby a little bit.
Okay. Let's do a little California Special here. Oh man, it's so gorgeous, man. So you've had this thing 30 years, you said?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Wow, man.
Almost 50.
So you've recently had it restored?
Yeah, so I had it restored. So when I hit a milestone birthday and decided to get this thing restored. It had been in storage for about 25 years, and I had been promising myself to restore it. And then I had it restored down in just outside Seattle, and they did all of the work. And took about 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and a second mortgage on the house.
I don't doubt it, man.
Yeah.
This thing is showroom. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
It's just beautiful. I love this car. I mean, it's got everything. Used to be a 3-speed automatic, and now it's got a 5-speed manual.
Okay.
It's got a electronic fuel injection now, so we replaced the carburetor.
Wow.
Well, got a 302 crate engine in it to replace the 289.
Okay.
The original 289.
I'm just looking at the paint, trying to find an imperfection, and
They're in there somewhere.
I can't find one, man. This car is immaculate. It's just amazing.
So this was it's Raven Black and Parchment.
Okay.
That's the color combination. It's the only California special with that color combination. So this is one of a kind.
One of one.
The black and white is original.
Wow.
And yeah, and you can even, if you want us to come see inside.
You know what? Yeah, man. Let's take a peek. This thing. Oh man, it's gorgeous.
So it's, that's all. These are original colors: parchment and black, raven black.
Wow. Oh, dude, this is so amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you, like, I met you. You were out driving. You were picking your wife up at the airport.
I was picking my wife up at the airport.
So does this thing? Is it a daily driver, or you just take it out kind of on some special occasions?
I take it out on special. I take it out when it's nice, when it's not raining, basically.
Yeah.
And that's the insurance on this would be a little bit too much. So I got collector insurance, so it's
yeah. So you got to have a daily driver, and then
so it's not a daily driver.
You got the original radio in there?
No, that's a upgrade. It's got all kinds of. It's got CD. No, it's got a DVD. It's got it's got all kinds of stuff that I never use.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's
wow.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. I just love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Do you mind if I close your door now?
Go ahead.
We'll take a continue our walk around. Oh, that sounds like a new car when you close the door, man.
They did a really nice job on the restoration. This side door was dinged up quite a bit, and they straightened it out really nice and did a good job on it.
So you got some stories about this car? Like, tell me. You've had it for 30 years, so.
Well, yeah. So I bought it in 1980.
Okay.
And so I had it in California, in Los Angeles, for several years, and then I went overseas and I put it in storage, and it just sort of stayed in storage, and I just kept paying the monthly bills until I finally came back from overseas, and then just started saving my money to get it restored, and finally a few years ago was able to do that.
What did you went overseas? Were it personal reasons or work? Or?
I was working. I was living in Japan for about 5 years, and traveling around as well, and doing all kinds of stuff. And then I went to school and got into school, and so on. Life happened, right? And, in the meantime, the car just sort of sat in a friend's garage, just south of here. So,
do you mind if we open this door and we can? I'll take a look at your dash gauge cluster and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man, this thing is so beautiful.
We're just about to turn 100,000 miles.
Is that right? Eh? Wow. Oh man, this thing is just smells even like a new car still.
It's a distinctive smell. I swear to God, it's the Mustang smell.
So did you? Do you mind if I ask who you went to for the restoration on this?
Sure. It was called West Coast Restorations.
West Coast. Okay, West Coast Restorations.
Yeah, it's Snohomish, just outside Seattle.
Okay.
And I'm not sure they're still in business. The folks were they might be retired by now.
Okay.
At this point. But yeah, they did a great job.
How many years ago was that you got it restored?
Let's see, I picked it up in 2018, so just a few years ago.
Wow, they did a fabulous job.
Oh, thanks.
And they did it all in-house? They did
it all in-house.
Is that right, eh? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it. It's just beautiful. Absolutely kudos to them. Yeah, let's we'll take a peek at that if you're okay to.
So the hood clips are also part of the California special.
Okay.
And here it is.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, nice and clean.
Is that ever? Wow. So what size of motor is this one?
This is a 302. It's a crate engine, so it's brand new.
Okay.
Yeah, I slipped in a fuel injector, and it just really makes the car fly. It is something else.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know a whole ton about these cars, but did the California Special, did they not come with a 289 in them?
They came in with 289.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you've upgraded that to a 302?
To a 302, so I got,
beautiful.
And, yeah, so I blew out the original motor in high school. It was just stupid. So I put in a rebuilt motor in high school,
Yeah.
and then changed it out when we put in the crate engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Come to this side. Take a peek here. Wow.
Yeah, getting it. It was registered in the States, so getting it up here was quite a project.
Yeah, and you know, you had told me earlier who owned this car.
Yeah.
So, without giving that answer just quite yet,
Yeah.
I'm going to say, what's a famous movie from the 80s that you remember?
Oh, I don't know, Back to the Future? How about that?
Yeah, he's got some amazing movies, that guy.
He does.
You know, I can imagine when you're cruising down the road, you probably like to listen to some music,
Yeah.
have it blaring on your stereo.
Absolutely.
What kind of, do you got a special genre you like to listen to?
Rock, classic rock,
Yeah.
dinosaur rock, I think they call it these days, what the kids call it. And growing up in this neck of the woods, a lot of Canadian bands. Some of my favorite bands, so Neil Young, Leonard Cohen.
Yeah.
Cannot forget Leonard Cohen.
Yeah.
Rush, of course.
Oh,
Rush.
dude, they're classic.
Yeah,
They're
you
so
know,
awesome.
Even April Wine, some of the stuff of April Wine from the 80s, that brings back memories.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Cruising down the road with this thing, listening to those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, dreamland, man.
Yeah.
Absolute dreamland. I love it. What a beautiful car. So tell me, let's go a little bit more into the detail of who used to own this car. So
Yeah.
you got it, I think you said, from your mother?
I bought it from my mom, and my mom bought it, so this is in 70s. She had at the time, she had a Mach 1, a 69 Mach 1
Okay.
it was a 4-speed, and she couldn't drive it. It was just too much car. And so my stepfather at the time was driving this.
Yeah.
And so they switched cars. And then my mom liked this one because it was easier to drive, and so she bought it.
Okay.
And actually the original owner was Steven Spielberg, and who was a friend of my stepfather's.
Wow. Did you guys hear that? Let me ask, who was that again?
So this was Steven Spielberg's first car.
Wow.
Yeah.
His first car.
His first car.
Wow,
Yeah,
dude.
so the car got stolen unfortunately in the 80s, but I used to have all this paperwork.
Okay.
With Spielberg, with the loan documents that he signed, all this stuff.
Wow.
And it got stolen. So unfortunately I had left it in the car, and so I don't have any of that original documentation, unfortunately.
Right. Wow. Oh, that's too bad. That's a real bummer. But wow, man, how cool is that? That adds to the whole story of this car.
Yeah.
What a dream car, man.
It's a beauty.
Absolutely gorgeous. West Coast
Restoration. Yeah.
And are they still in business?
I'm not sure if they are. So when I did some work with them, when I just started, they were kind of in the middle of a change in ownership, and so I'm not exactly sure what happened after that. So yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
And you were telling me you actually don't like the wheels that are on it.
No, I'm not a big fan of the wheels.
They're not the original?
They're not the original, and honestly, these were basically I was trying to get the car out of the restoration folks, and they were the rims that I had wanted were back ordered.
Yeah.
And I just was like, finally said, I really want my car back, so just slap on any rims that you can.
Right.
And so they put these on. I'm not a big fan of them. I'll probably change them out.
They're not that bad. I like them. I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the car itself is just outstanding.
Yeah. I mean, the car makes it right.
And especially that it's a one of one, man. Like,
1 of 1.
And it was Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. And
how cool is that?
Yeah. So I got the Marty report on all the stuff that.
Wow.
That documents this. So there's there's an organization, the Marty Report, that they send out all this background information about when the car was built and when it was ordered and when it was delivered, and so I've got all that stuff.
And it's called the Marty Report.
The Marty Report.
Okay.
MARTI. Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin Marty.
Awesome.
He's very famous in the classic Mustang community.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I watch a lot of a show. It's actually called Coffee Walk with Dennis Collins, and he's talking all the time about the Marty Report. So yeah, I just thought maybe if any of my viewers haven't heard of it, I thought I'd mention it. I'm a fairly new channel, and I'm trying to do stuff here with some growth, and so yeah.
No, seriously, it's great you're doing this, because all these cars have long stories behind them. They got they got history in them.
Right.
So it's really nice being able to share the story. I mean, the people around me know the story, but it's nice to share it with other folks. So.
Dude, I really appreciate that. Thank you so
pleasure.
much.
Yeah,
It's a little bit of encouragement for me to keep doing what I'm doing,
keep doing it. It's great.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Well, I appreciate again, and you guys, I'm just gonna flip the camera around, and oh, you know what? I'm gonna ask, is it okay if I get you to start this thing up?
You bet.
Yeah, let's see if we can hear it, and let us listen to this thing run. Your 302. Oh man, does that ever sound good? Oh man, that sounds so good. Steven, that is amazing, man. I just want to say thanks.
My pleasure.
Yeah, very much. I appreciate your time, and that was a very nice gift of you today to give me. So thanks for giving me the story on this thing. Okay,
All right.
we'll chat soon.
Take care.
Thank you.